Okay, I did it. Okay. Well, thanks again for meeting me. I really appreciate it. If you could state your name
My name is Michelle Blazer.
and what are your current job titles?
I am a dental hygienist and I am also an adjunct clinical instructor at CCD in the dental hygiene program.
And where did you go to school?
I went to Loma Linda University in Loma Linda, California, which is right next to San Bernardino.
Okay. What are your degrees?
So I have my bachelor's in dental hygiene from Loma Linda. I also have an associate degree in interior design.
Oh,
Shocker.
I know that. Cool.
And I'm debating a master's right now, but
Interesting. Okay, cool. I did not know that. Well, go for it. I think you'll do great. What do you do in your education job through CCD?
so I'm a clinical instructor. So what I do is I work with the first years and the second years. And with the first years, I'm obviously teaching them basic clinical skills. Like today, I was teaching them how to use the 1112 Explorer
Oh,
and Orbit 17.
oh wow.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing with them today. So, and then I also work with the second years once they're in their second year rotation. I work with them as well
Okay.
in the clinic, mostly
And
clinic, not anything in the classroom as of yet.
not yet. All right. Um, in private practice, what do you do for that job?
So I usually either work 1 or 2 days a week outside the school, and I'm usually working. I have 2 or 3 different offices that I'll pop in between and just do clinical hygiene. So I'm usually working either a 6 or 7 hour shift. Every once in a while, I'll work an 8, but my body does not allow me to work longer than 6 hours a day.
And so that's Monday through Friday for you then between the two?
So I work, yes, Monday, basically Monday through Friday. Occasionally I'll get like a Thursday or a Friday off, but I'm working either 3 to 5 days a week.
Oh, all right. For your job at CCD, what experience did you need to be hired?
So basically you have to have so many field hours. Let me see if I remember. It's either 4 or 5,000 clinical hours, basically, and that equates to I think it was like 3 to 4 years of experience. I can't remember exactly. It was a little while ago. Yeah. So and then we go through credentialing, basically giving us our teaching credentials through our experience. So they use those clinical hours and we go through a credentialing background check, all the
Okay.
things.
And what experience did you need to be hired as a dental hygienist?
Well, I had to go to dental hygiene school. I had to
Right.
pass my written boards and then I had to pass my clinical boards.
Uh,
So,
good
yeah.
times. How long have you been working?
PTSD.
I know. I'm still getting through it. What, or I guess how long have you been with CCD?
I just started my third year teaching with them. So
Maybe.
been there 2 full years now starting my third year. New crew, we got 40 students now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 40. So how does it feel different between 26 to 40 students?
Um, for me, it's not so different because I'm only working with the first years. What we did this year is we split them 20 and 20.
Okay.
So 20 on Tuesday and 20 of them on Thursday. So the only bummer part about is I never have met the Thursday people and I won't all
Oh,
semester.
I
It's
see.
kind
Okay.
of the bummer part. So
Yeah.
I'm only working with them on Tuesday. So it's quite the difference when I jump back and forth. So usually I'm with the second years on Mondays. So I'm in clinic, we're going for it. They're doing all the things. They're in there doing anesthesia now. It's fun. They're
Wow. Yeah.
starter off. We're in that fun mode. And then on Tuesdays, I switch back to this is how we hold the instrument. So it's a little bit of a mind shift for me. And
Yeah.
then back on Wednesday, full day of clinic back with the second years. So it is a little bit of a transition, but because I'm only seeing 20, it's actually less students now
Mm,
in pre-clinic.
right.
So it's not so bad. So I'm either working with 4 students or 6 students because we're keeping them in groups.
Okay.
It's been it's it's been a little bit of a shift, but we're getting through it and working
Yeah.
out the kinks.
All right, that sounds manageable. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, 40. I remember hearing about that and I was like, oh man, but I guess splitting it into cohorts, like that makes sense.
Actually lasts on clinic
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
because they're only 20 on clinic when they go into actual clinic time too,
Right.
plus duties. So we'll have less people actually on clinic. So it might
Yeah.
not be so crazy in our heads, you
Right.
know?
Right. Definitely. Was there any preparation that you had to do to be hired for CCD?
Um, just basically, obviously, providing my transcripts, pretty much everything you guys probably had to do to apply to the program. Obviously, background, drug testing, all the things that you have to do basically to apply to the program. I probably had to go through as well. Maybe not as vigorously. I didn't have to write any essays.
What advice would you give to me if I wanted to get into a similar position as in education as a instructor?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, gosh. Well, first and foremost, and what you have to do anyways is go out and get your experience for
Yeah.
sure. So go out into the field, maybe try different modalities, perio practice, maybe even a pedo practice. You said you maybe wanted to temp sometime. So like if and when that comes, I would recommend trying all the different types, all the different specialties,
Mhm.
um, weeding out the ones that and then maybe that helps you realize maybe I don't want to go to education, maybe I do, but trying all the different specialties for sure. And then you got to attend the CEs. You can do the online ones for half of them, but obviously they want you doing live interactive stuff, and now we can do that via computer as well and still consider it live. But go to the CEs, learn the stuff. Don't be that hygienist that just got her degree and went out and started working and doesn't learn the new techniques out there. You got to keep yourself current and you got to keep yourself connected.
Mhm.
And I, I think that's it. Really, just make sure you gather as much information as you can. You think it's over when you're done school, but you're really learning so much more.
Mhm.
Going to the conventions. It sounds cheesy, but
Oh, I think
I've been
that's
doing
great
it
advice.
my whole career, so I would recommend doing it.
Well, and I feel like going to CEs and continuing education just helps keep passion alive about healthcare because it's pretty quick to fall into the mundane and like
Yes.
easiness of it. And so like learning something new kind of helps keep it alive a little bit. Yeah.
Brain shark.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's actually all the questions I have.